I decided I want to create my own manga, but there's like one little problem. My art is completely ass. So I decided to start learning the fundamentals and started to draw every single day for the next 30 days. I started out with drawing gesture poses using references, and the first thing I noticed is that I definitely need to observe more. Because if you're a beginner like me and you draw without reference, and without observing this reference the right way, you will start drawing from your imagination. And the problem is, when you draw from imagination as a beginner, you just draw random ass shit, bro. I mean, if you haven't observed a certain muscle group enough, your brain will also not be able to recall it and remember how it looks, because you don't even know, like, you have not this image in your thought. You cannot recall the image and draw from an imagination. That's the reason why it's extremely important to use references and really observe it and look at it. So after the second week, I decided that I should start using a course or program or something instead of like drawing randomly some random references. So I decided to take a look at TB Joy's art course. She's a concept artist who worked like for famous studios like Riot Games and many more. First thing I learned watching the course is how 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point and 5 point perspective actually works. And it's actually not that complicated, because you only have to understand the grid, like this grid guidelines you draw, and then you just like literally follow the guidelines and draw in the boxes. The more difficult thing about it was actually to draw something like humans into those boxes. But after practicing for a while, I also realized it's basically also just following the fucking guidelines, and that's it pretty much. There's like no crazy hack I discovered. So in week 3, I started drawing again more gesture drawings and random poses, but this time I kind of changed something. I started using this book from Taku, who's like really amazing at explaining how to break down human body parts into specific shapes. It made understanding human anatomy for me personally so much more easy and understandable, because you can like remember certain things in just like simple shapes, and it's really just a big recommendation. To be honest, I would get this book again. So in week 4, the final week, I actually decided to start to learn how the muscles actually work, because till now I was mainly drawing like gestures, like human body shapes, breaking down the human body in specific shapes, but I actually didn't know how the muscle actually looks like. So I started to study those two pics and redraw them a couple of times to like get those main muscles into my head. And I think I have a long way to go with understanding especially how those muscles look like in different poses, but I would say that I definitely got a bit of a better understanding than before that. And also, by the way, if you want a detailed guide, like a PDF sheet about the things I learned the past 30 days and what would I actually do if I could start over, so like basically an entire art beginner 30-day sheet, you can go to the link in the description and join my Discord, and at the valuable sheets channel I will upload this roadmap completely free for you. Bro, just download the PDF and follow it for the next 30 days and I'm sure you will improve. So in conclusion, after those 30 days, I would say that it was a really good thing to do, because I started embracing this habit of like practicing on a daily basis. Honestly, I think I would practice way more if I wouldn't do it traditionally, because I only drew it like on pen and paper, because I kind of feel limited, because sometimes you want to try to render things and like to use color or something, and you cannot really do this on paper. I mean, you can, bro, but it's like fucking expensive, you know. It's like I'm fucking broke. And that's also the reason why I switched to digital art after those 30 days. If you want to see how my art journey will continue, and if I eventually get good enough to draw my own manga one day, you can leave me a follow or take a look at my upcoming Twitch streams, where I'm just gonna practice and like learn stuff live and talk to you guys about self-improvement and art and all of those kind of things. And as always, never forget, bro.
What? Are you for real? We can't live
Oh, well.
without them. I knew I
Whatever
should've come up here.
happens,
I'm only 18.
happens.
I